Hello everyone, it's Jane Maduka here. In today's video, we'll be talking about restructuring Nigeria. What does it take to restructure Nigeria? Or rather, what would it take to restructure a nation that currently battles low standard of education, fluctuating power supply, substandard public health, bad roads, weak international relations, and a depreciating economy? It looks like it's too much for us to talk about. But first, let's go a few years back. I'm talking 5 presidents to the current president and see how the exchange rate in Nigeria has affected the economy. Why am I talking about the exchange rate? The exchange rate in Nigeria is very important, and I mean the dollar to the naira equivalent, because Nigeria as a nation imports almost all its consumables. So the exchange rate actually tells on the economy of this nation. So we'll start from 2000, actually 1999, when General Obasanjo took seat. As at when Obasanjo was president in 1999, $1 was 21 naira. And he was the president to 2007, and as 2007 the dollar increased to 125 naira. These are approximate figures. And after Obasanjo left, Yaradua took seat in 2007. 2007 it was 125, and by the time Yaradua left seat 2010, naira increased to 151 naira to a dollar. Now, when Yaradua left, Jonathan took seat in 2010. Jonathan took seat in 2010. The naira was 151 naira. And by the time Jonathan left seat in 2015, it increased to 200 naira. When Jonathan left seat, Buhari took seat. Buhari became the president in 2015. As of 2015, a dollar was 200 naira. And in 2022, it got to 470 naira. Between 2022 and 2023, in a space of 1 year, the naira increased from 470 to 638 naira in 2023. And as at today, January 2024, the naira is 900 to 1,000 to $1. My question is, what are the policies? What is in our constitution that with every president elected, naira seems to take a nosedive? It seems to depreciate. What is it in our constitution? What is it in our policies that we are not even talking about reducing it? Maintaining it is even hard. It's like a geometric progression for the naira. What is it in our policies that causes this? And when we think about this, we have to go back to food. Why am I talking about food in this case? Because food is the sustenance of every nation. For a nation to be self-sufficient, for a nation to thrive, they have to feed themselves first. And it would interest you guys to know that Nigeria sits on a landmass of approximately 923,000 kilometers squared. And out of this 923,000 kilometers squared, approximately 344,000 kilometers squared are the arable lands in Nigeria. For those who don't know, arable lands are lands that can be used for agricultural purpose. Now the question is, what are we using our arable lands for? Because for us to have 340 something thousand kilometers square as arable land is almost half of our land. That is 40.48% of our land is arable land. What are we using it to plant? And this takes us to the famous saying of buy naira to grow naira. And while that is interesting and while that is a good thing, we also find out that crops cultivated in Nigeria are not as affordable as they should be. And this brings me to, for example, a country like Brazil. I'm using Brazil as an example because I've lived here for 9 years, and Brazil is not amongst the advanced countries, but this is a country that has gotten the standard for its citizen. In Brazil here, meat is readily available. 40% of meat in Europe is exported by Brazil. And not for one day do you see a cow on the road. Not for one day do you see living livestock on the road. But if you've lived in Nigeria, in any state in Nigeria, you would have experienced the herd of cattle on the road every single time. Is it that these cows move at night, or at a point in time driving or moving around Nigeria, you would have seen this. You would now think that the arable lands in Nigeria are not enough, and so that is why the cows now have to come out to graze. And if that is so, why is meat still expensive in Nigeria? These are little tweaks here and there that the government would have done to help the economy in terms of agriculture. But none of these are done. So when we mention the crisis that Nigeria currently is facing, it seems like restructuring or even bringing Nigeria to its old glory is impossible. But it's not impossible. If the government have policies for health, education, transportation and agriculture, then we can start talking about restructuring Nigeria. We can start talking about making Nigeria great again. We can start talking about sustaining Nigeria. We can now talk about a standard economy, not a depreciating one. And I believe it is not impossible, because Nigeria has proven time and time again with its people that we are smart and intelligent. And so if Nigeria can produce smart and intelligent people, I believe Nigerians, you and I, can make Nigeria great again. And that's all I have for this video. If you like this video, click on the like button. If you are watching me on Facebook, follow my page if you haven't. If you're on YouTube, subscribe if you haven't. Let's interact in the comment section, and I'll see you